Have you ever used an excuse of, I don't have time, or I wish I have more time? So if those are something that you actually said, this video might be for you. So today I'm gonna talk a little bit about like how to find time that that during the day. So I don't know whether you have heard of this before, but I don't think I have. So Hi everybody. So today, if you ever use the excuse of, if you ever use an excuse of, I don't have time, or I wish I have more time, I don't have any time right now. So this video actually might be for you. So over the past couple of years, especially when I was a grad student, I actually promised myself to never say I don't have time again. And that is something that I still practice that right now, even though I am out of school now, doing my full-time job, but I still never really use that word anymore. One thing that I actually gain a lot more about is actually the awareness of time, the amount of time that I spend on certain activities. And I think something that we can track. I actually run into an activity that I tried it, and I want to share it with everybody today. So I want to everybody to actually have an awareness of how we spend our time. There are a few different ways that we can do that. The one that so the same concept is we want to keep track of how we spend our time. You can do either 30 minutes interval, or 1 hour interval, or 15 minutes, or whatever that you want to do. And you want to actually start from the moment that you wake up to the moment that you actually go to bed. You want to keep track of everything that you do during the day. So you can either write it down on like paper and notebook, or use the calendar app, or the productivity app. I think there's an app called Timeline that you can actually write down, jot down some notes, and start the app, and it will actually keep track of how long you actually do the activity. So I find myself to use the paper and pen the most. Like that one is actually the most easy for me. You could also use the note app. I would say if I wake up at, let's say, 6, so I would start at 6 a.m. I wake up, and then I would go and make my coffee, and then it might be a 30 minutes time. I might just say 6:30 made coffee. And then I keep track like that throughout the whole day. There'll be times that I got distracted by social media, so I just say maybe from, I don't know, like 9 to 9:15, distracted by social media, or so like distracted by online shopping, or during like 12:45 to 1:15, I went for a walk. And everything that you do during the day, because once you have that, like, and I think, like, keep it for a week, because 1 week is the amount of time that you can actually see what is it that we have done in the during the and keep it for a week, and that would be the amount of time that I think it would be helpful to actually see how we actually use our time during the day, during the week. And then we can come back and look at the calendar that you have, that we have created. We have recorded our activities, and then we can actually find where we can reduce the amount of time that we want to spend less on. So for example, if you catch yourself watching TV from maybe 6 to 9 p.m. and you said you want to read more, that may be that may be a chunk of time that you want to reduce that, and create the amount of time for you to read instead. So this is like a simple strategy, but I think it can be an effective and powerful to learn about how we actually spend our time. So I hope this is helpful. If it is, please subscribe to the channel. because it is really helpful to actually see, and also I can upload more useful tips on how to optimize our lives to to make the best out of it. So thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.